Hey guys, so what we're going to be looking at today is the Ultimate Personal Assistant, and I'm super excited to share this build with you guys. As you can see, the Ultimate Assistant has access to these 4 agents that we built out within n8n. The first one is an email agent. It looks like this. This one has the ability to send emails, reply to emails, label emails, create drafts, get emails, get labels, and mark emails as unread. The next agent is a calendar agent. It looks like this. It can update events, create events with attendees, get events, and delete events as well. Then we have a content creator agent that can search the web and then it creates blog posts for us. And then finally, we have the contact agent that's able to get contacts and also add or update contacts in our Airtable contact database. And then finally, we also gave it access to Tavily. Here is just a tool in case it needs to do some web search functionality. So let's run through a few demos, show off all the tools, show off all the functionality, and then I'm going to show you guys how you can download this workflow for completely free and then plug it into your n8n and get started. Can you please set up a team sync tonight for 6 p.m. with Nate Herkelman and then send him an email to confirm if that time works? Okay, so right now Telegram just sent over that audio file. It's getting transcribed. Now the Ultimate Assistant has to decide what to do. So first of all, it hit the contact agent to get Nate Herkelman's email address. Now it's hitting calendar and email agent simultaneously to create that event. As you can see, it just popped up right here, and send that email. So we just got our response back from Telegram. The team sync with Nate Herkelman has been scheduled for tonight at 6 p.m. You can manage the event here. Additionally, an email has been sent to confirm if that time works for him. If there's anything else you need, just let me know. So here we have our calendar invite. You can see that Nate Herkelman got added as a guest. Then hopping into our sent emails, we can see, hey Nate, I hope this message finds you well. Could you confirm if 6 p.m. works for our upcoming team sync? Let me know. Let's say that time didn't work for Nate. Let's push it back an hour. Can you actually push the team sync back an hour? Okay, so that's going to get sent through. Same thing, transcribing the audio. The Ultimate Assistant has memory, so it's going to be aware of what we're talking about when we say, can you push that back an hour? As you can see, it just hit the contact agent. Now it's hitting calendar and email agent. So we're going to watch right here as the team sync gets bumped back an hour. It just got moved. And we also see that the agent responded with team sync has been pushed back to 7 p.m. and an email confirming the rescheduled time has been sent to Nate. So that really shows you the power of this Ultimate Assistant, because we didn't even ask it to follow up with Nate by email, but it went ahead and did it anyways. Here we go in our emails. We can see team sync rescheduled. Dear Nate Herkelman, I'm writing to confirm that the team sync has been rescheduled to 7 p.m. tonight. Anyways, let's take a look at our inbox. We can see we have a new email from Nate Herkelman checking in, how are you? Let's say that we want to respond to this email in that same thread. All we have to do is ask our Ultimate Assistant to do so for us. Please respond to my email from Nate Herkelman saying that I'm doing well. Okay, that's going to get sent off. Once again, it's going to grab that information. It's going to hit the email agent, and then we're going to take a look at what actually happens within the email agent to reply to this message. We just got our message back. I've replied to the email with I'm doing well. So let's quickly refresh our Gmail. We can see that in this thread, we have now I'm doing well signed off by Nate. And now we're going to go into the email agent and check that execution to see what actually happened. So here's that execution of the email agent. As you can see, it hit the tool called email reply, which is awesome because it's going to put it in the same thread. But what we see here is that we need to get a message ID. And this isn't something that we'd be able to get by ourselves without getting all of the email information. So what the email agent has to do is first of all, grab emails from Nate Herkelman. As you can see, it pulls in the sender, which is upatdigital@gmail.com. And then it's able to look through the emails that we're talking about, grab that message ID, and then plug it into the email reply tool. So that's how it actually replied in that same thread. So this type of logic is really cool, and I want to show an example of doing labeling emails, because in the label email tool, what we need is a message ID, but we also need a label ID. So in order for the agent to actually label emails, it's going to have to get all emails, get all labels, so that it has IDs for labels and messages to feed into this tool. So let's do an example of that. Please label my recent email from Nate Herkelman as high priority. There we go, it's hitting the email agent, and then we'll take a look at the execution and see how that worked. So we got our message. The recent email from Nate Herkelman has been labeled as high priority. Let's refresh our Gmail. We can see right here, this is the one we were talking about. It just got moved to high priority. And here we have the most recent execution of the email agent. As you can see, what it had to do to fill in the parameters for label ID, it had to get message ID and label ID, and it got this by activating the get email tool to get the message ID and then get the labels for the label ID. Super cool stuff. Okay, let's try out some other functionality. Can you please create a blog about DeepSeek and then put it in a draft for Nate Herkelman? Okay, this is gonna send it off to the content creator agent, which has a workflow in there where it's able to search the internet, grab back articles, and then it's going to use that information to create a blog. And then what it's gonna do is hit the contact agent to get Nate Herkelman's contact information once again. And then it's gonna hit the email agent to draft that email for him. And by the way, in the Ultimate Assistant, I'm using GPT-4o, and all of these agents I'm using GPT-4o, except for the content creator agent, I'm using Claude 3.5 Sonnet, because I really like the way that it's able to structure content, human readable, HTML, whatever it is. I like the way that it retrieves content for us. Okay, here we go. The blog about DeepSeek has been created and included in a draft email for Nate Herkelman. So let's take a look at the draft real quick. Okay, we're in my drafts. As you can see, it's right here. If we pull it up, it's in a HTML format. Let's actually make this bigger real quick and take a look at it. So DeepSeek, revolutioning AI with breakthrough technology and energy efficiency. We've got different headers here. We've got bullet points. We've got benefits, potential applications, challenges and concerns. And then we've also got sources at the bottom, which is just really cool for a really quick agent to throw that together. Okay, one last demo, then we'll really dive into this build. Let's say, can you please get my calendar availability for today, and then send that in an email to Nate Herkelman. There we go. Hitting the calendar agent right now, it's getting availability. As you can see, we only have 3 meetings today, so this is what we should get pulled back as our sort of unavailable slots. And then hopefully it's going to take that information, get contact information for Nate Herkelman, and then send an email to him with our availability. Okay, there we go. The email with your calendar availability for today has been sent to Nate Herkelman. Let's take a look at it. So here's what the email looks like. Dear Nate, here's my calendar availability for today. 12 to 1, I'm busy with a meeting with you. 7 to 8, team sync. 8 to 9, strategy meeting. And then it provides links to all those events. It also says I'm free before 12, between 1 and 7, and after 9. So that's pretty cool too. Okay, so before we start breaking down this Ultimate Assistant with all the other agents that we built, if you want to download this workflow as well as the email agent, the calendar agent, the content creator agent, and the contact agent, you can do so by joining my free school community. The link for that is down in the description. You'll go to YouTube resources, click on the post associated with this video, and then you see right here, you can download those JSON files to load straight into your n8n environment. And if you're looking to take your skills with n8n a little farther and you're looking for a more hands-on approach, please feel free to check out my paid community. The link for that is also down in the description. We've got a great community. Sharing builds, sharing challenges they're having. We've also got a great classroom section with resources that are always being updated. Right now we're focusing on a deep dive within building AI agents, but there are other deep dive topics like vector databases.